So now let's look into the various methods that are available to work on these specific and various components of a figure or a plot or a graph. Okay, so now let's begin with a figure itself. So to create a figure, what we use is plt.figure. So let's look into that. What is plt.figure, and then we'll get back to that. Okay. Okay. So x-axis and y-axis. So maybe this is y-axis has been stored at this location. That's fine. So now plt has been uh, imported. So what I'm gonna do is plt dot, and we got a lot of things. Out of that, I'll select figure. And here is that. This is what is our figure. Clear? So what is figure? When you just type on that, a figure, plt.figure, to create a figure. So we have to use this figure method, and this figure method takes the following. This is a figure object. This takes the following arguments. The first argument is num, so its default value is none, and then fixed size is also default value none, and then dpi, that's a pixels, and then it's a none, and then face color, then edge color, frame on, and figure class. Okay, normally it's a matplot.figure.figure, and then clear is false, and anything to be as added. These are quarks. Okay, these are quarks. So that's what is a figure method from matplotlib. So now let's look into the more. So the figure is done. So that's the fundamental. On top of that, we will be adding remaining components. It's like a frame. It's like a frame. It's a fundamental frame of a machine. On top of that machine, you will put all other components one by one. Then you will get a machine. So same thing, like we'll get a figure here. I hope some of structural engineers and mechanical engineers are also watching my videos. That's why I'm explaining. I'm taking the analogy of machines. If you don't mind, I'll continue it, or else we'll take this afterwards. It's not a big deal. Okay, then. So, and after the figure, we have x-axis. For the x-axis that we have used earlier, it's ax dot x-axis. Ax is the variable where the figure has been assigned. A figure object has been assigned. Let me show you that. For example, here if you see the plt, okay, plt is the method. So after that, you can attach the figure or subplots, and then so that basically you can directly take it as a figure or subplots method, a subplots object. So on top of that, you will get this x-axis method, or okay. And similarly for y-axis, okay, then we will look into the label. How do you work with label? A label will be set underscore x label. For x-axis label, it's a set underscore x label. Using this, we can set a label. And let me show that. Okay, ax set secondary x-axis, secondary y-axis, and scroll down, set x-axis label. Okay, bond method. Okay, so text point 5. Clear? So like that, you can use your this is how you can actually set the labels. You can using set x label, and similarly you will find set y label. So anyway, all these things we'll be doing, but for now we'll be just looking into how we can basically use the methods of matplotlib to the components of a figure. Okay, so then we have for the minor tick, if you want to format the minor tick label, then we'll use, this is a x-axis, and inside that x-axis this set minor formatter. Okay, so x-axis is a module, and that module again consists of a set minor formatter. I'm going to show you that. We are not going to execute anything, but let's explore. Simple, just to have. Okay, x dot x-axis dot, you see that major tick, x-axis will have major and major ticks, minor and minor ticks. That's it. Either you can go for the minor ticks or major ticks, and simple, or major tick labels. So all that information that, or set minor tick format, minor formatter, all those things you can directly find out, but these are specific to the x-axis module. And for spines we'll use directly spines method. And for grid, it's a grid method. If you want to do any modifications, if you want to remove the grid, or if you want to add the grid, if you want to add a colors to grid, format the grid, then we will use a grid method. And legend, so we have a legend. Again, for the legend we'll use a legend method. Then scatter plots, if you want to create a scatter plots, we'll use a scatter, that we are going to do. Then for the line plot, we'll go with the ax dot plot. If you use a plot method itself, we'll get the lines. Then to set the title, it's ax dot set title. That's what we'll do. Let me show you. Ax dot set title. You see that you have set title and clear. So anything, you can give any title, and this is what the information about that. And similarly, you'll have a y-axis module, and that module consists of a set major locator, minor tick, major tick. So everything information, every information that will have. And for the y-axis, we'll use ax dot y-axis. X-axis, ax dot x-axis, that we have discussed earlier. And for the label, we have discussed about the x-axis label, but for the y-axis label, it's ax dot set underscore y label to set the y-axis label. And finally, you'll have an access method. Clear?